Hey everybody, hi, welcome to Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. Thanks for joining me. This is a special 2-year anniversary video. 2 years of Old Style Classics Baseball Cards being here on YouTube. And of course, got to make a special episode. Now, of course, I'm recording this September 14th, 2025. But I've been waiting to open this box of cards. So we'll get to that in a minute, but a few quick shout outs. I got 252 subscribers, so gained a few in the last week. So thank you. It doesn't say who it was, but thanks for signing up for Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. And got one comment in that time from @KidVizJ. He said my video. He commented it was garbage, and I was doing, I believe, 2021 Goodwin Champions, so I don't know if he means the cards are garbage or my videos are garbage, but that's okay. Thanks for watching. Appreciate that. So if you wouldn't mind liking, subscribing, or sending people to my videos who might like these old style kind of cards, like Allen Ginter or actual old cards, mini tobacco cards, those kind of things, and other hobbies and collectibles, but mostly cards. Anywho, today is actually September 14th, 2025, 4:37 a.m. California time. But I got a bunch of videos that I've recorded recently, so I'm spreading those out. But this one's going to be a special one for my my 2-year anniversary. So before I get to that, would like to send out my sympathies and rest in peace to Charlie Kirk, who was assassinated the other day. It's horrible, and it's horrible to watch anybody celebrating that. That is just vile. And so hopefully none of the people who watch these kind of videos are into that. And if you are, that'd be fine if you didn't watch these videos, because I don't need those kind of people. I don't care which side you're on. This channel is not particularly political. Every now and then I might throw in my 2 cents, but nothing as vile and disgusting as some of these people celebrating what happened to him. Yeah, it's just horrible. And yeah. Anyways, so setting that aside, of course, on Old Style Classics Baseball Cards, you know that I'm a huge fan of Allen Ginter. So Topps Allen Ginter, original Allen Ginter, just a huge fan. And picked me up a box of these 2020 Allen Ginter when I picked up that hobby box of 2025 Goodwin Champions, which I strongly recommend if you like these kind of cards, because they did go back to an old-fashioned kind of design. They didn't get back to the tobacco minis, but they do have the Gaudy minis, which you'll see in a video that's probably going to come out later today, meaning September 25th, my 2-year anniversary. So I believe that's when the first video for that hobby box will be put out there. I think I have 3 or 4. I think maybe 4 videos for that hobby box, and I'll let you know right now, some point in that hobby box we actually did get an autograph, so that's pretty cool. But anyways, so let's see what we got here. So still had some odds here on Topps. I haven't been doing a lot of videos because there hasn't been a whole lot of stuff that I've been interested in coming out from Topps or Panini or any of that kind of stuff. So that's why I haven't been doing stuff. I get the feeling that they're starting to enter another junk wax era by overproducing stuff, which they've probably been overproducing stuff for years now, but they've really ramped it up since Topps taken over by fanatics. That's just my opinion, but I'm not really into like flagship and all that kind of stuff. So here's the blaster. Now this cost me a pretty penny. That's okay. I got to do some Allen Ginters for my 2-year anniversary because these are the cards that I like. So pause any of that if you'd like to see that. And let's get to it, folks. Speed up your video if I speak too slow. And let's see what we get. So this is what the packaging looks like. So we'll show you one of these packs. Let me see here real quick. Show you a few things that I recently picked up in the last few months. Well, I haven't been doing baseball cards so much. I've been doing some other things like getting some new watches and stuff like that. And my wife, now the times are on here because this is automatic. It's windable, but it's an automatic watch, and I didn't wear it for a few days and didn't keep up on winding it. Now it did come on like a gray strap, but some guy at her work had this brand AV8, which is out of Hong Kong. They use a Seiko automatic movement N34, which is a kind of a Jeep or a tank. They just really good, but they design their own style watches based on aviation, mostly like World War II kind of stuff. They kind of pass themselves off as British maybe, but he was wearing a watch. She said she thought it was cool, so we looked up this website. Now this isn't the watch that guy had, but this is the one we liked, and of course it's one of the 3 most expensive watches they have, but that's relative because this was under $300, I think, like $265, and then you usually get a discount. So that's what, and they're based on Pilot watches, as you can see here. So this is GMT, so it's got your regular, your regular clock here, and then it's got the middle section here, which is a 24-hour clock for a second time zone. And then with that inner thing here, you could set it to a 3rd time zone by adjusting the bezel there. And as long as you wear it and keep moving it or winding it, it just keeps ticking away. But I let it stop, so that's why that's off. But it's super cool. Nice. The loom sucks, but for that kind of money, it's really a cool looking watch. And then I'm a big fan of Timex, so I picked up one of their Q Timex chronographs, which has this 70s design here. And the bezel doesn't turn, but it's super cool. Kind of looks like a Daytona from Rolex or whatever, and it's got the big Q on there, so it's kind of making fun of the Rolex crown. Just a beautiful watch. I love this watch. Super cool. And kind of a off-color white there on this reverse panda. Kind of a parchment color. That's pretty cool. And one other thing that I picked up recently, let me find this. Alright, thanks. Found what I was looking for. I did pick up, I've had a fountain pen in the past, but I've been wanting one because I've been I don't know if collecting is the right word, but been picking up some pins. So like I said, one of the things that I've been doing in the last 5, let's say I haven't done a whole lot of baseball cards since Allen Ginter came out last year. So I did a few months of that, then there wasn't anything of much interest to me, and I knew I was changing my desk at work. So I started buying like desk stuff, like the desk pad and pin holders and all that kind of stuff. So I got me some cool cross pins and stuff like that. And then I finally wanted to get myself a fountain pen, so I picked this one up. Now, this is from Woodchuck Wood Turning, and I got this off of, I think, Etsy, or you could just go to his site there. and I picked this up. I think it was around $100. And so the hardware, like this and this stuff here, is I think just basic kit that people use for making their own pins, because a lot of people who do handmade pins use that hardware. And so same thing here. And now unfortunately his videos or website isn't very good about telling you what you get. You can choose a ballpoint or you can choose a fountain pen. I've been wanting a fountain pen, and his does come with a ink cartridge. Now you can refill these if you get the syringes, and I believe it's just the standard K5 or K6, but you can also buy a converter, which is why this other end will come off. It's because the converter that you fill with ink, you know, like you kind of like filling a syringe, would go in this end because it's super long and it holds a lot more ink, and it would go in there. And then of course that goes in there, and then this you put on here to post it, and then Bob's your uncle, you right away. Or you can just dip the tip in, because I did buy some cross black ink. You just hold that in the ink for about a minute, and then you pull it out, and it wrote about 2 days worth, so about 2 pages of paper's worth. So that's cool, because I had a fountain pen a long time ago and it didn't work very well, and maybe that was my fault, but it was super cheap. But I've been wanting one, which I'll get to in a minute, but this is called Snakewood, and I saw that online and I was like, that's super cool. I like that, because there was another pen I was looking at that was some kind of shell, and that was like $400, and I was like, nah. So I picked this one up. It's Snakewood, which is a very rare hardwood, and even though it's just kind of a standard nib and all that, it really writes really well. And that's super cool. I got this pin holder a while back, and another fancy pin that I did pick up is, I'm a big fan of rollerballs, so I got an SD DuPont, which is a fancy French brand, and it just comes off. And because I got some cross rollerballs, which are really nice, and then some Scriveners, which are really nice, so this is a fancy pin. It's not as fancy as, say, Mont Blanc, but it's pretty good otherwise. The pin that I really want to get is the Mont Blanc Homage to Homer, the Great Writer series. So Homer from the Odyssey and the Iliad. They have a super cool pin, but those are like $1,300 for like the fountain pen, and like $900 for like a rollerball, or like a ballpoint. This is a cross ballpoint. I really like cross, but those cost you 30, 40, 50, 60, 80 bucks, stuff like that. And unless you're getting something like this is Bailey. Some of their other ones a little lower. They look really nice like Mont Blanc, but they can scratch up. And so just be careful there. Kind of pay for what you get if you're going to get a fancy pen. I'd say Scrivener right now for about the same 30 or 40 bucks. You get kind of a, what do they call it? Enameled. And so anyways, woodchuck word turning, and someday I'll keep my eyes out for that Homer Mont Blanc pin. That's kind of like a grail card pin for me. Alright, sorry I've been carrying on, but old style classics, 2 years, and I started off with videos going over an hour long, so this should be about 25 minutes, so that shouldn't be too bad. There's the odds on this Allen Ginter, and so let's see what we got. Oh, sorry, Bill Gibson. That went on as long as it takes the post office to send something to me before you ever see a card. But you got to see a business card. Alright, so let's see what we got. Here we go. Allen Ginter 2020. So, Cole. Garrett Cole. Alright, set these aside over here. The big hunk. There we go. Hopefully my wife will get to see this video. Hey, look, it's Frank Thomas. You mean the big hurt? No, the big hunk. So Frank Thomas. Cool. Alright. Ahmed. Don't know if he's still around. Alright, debuted him and remember. Wow, I don't even remember these very much. So I wonder if this is some kind of a harder to get short print. So there we go. Our insert card. Fernando Tatis. And Corbin. Now, you know I love the mini cards. If you watch Old Style Classics, I'm a Tobacco Mini fan. Looks like this is a little crooked here. Let me adjust this, people. And we'll get to those last. Alright, next. Pause it on those odds if you want to see what the likelihood is of getting one of those debuts to remember. I don't remember, and I'm already spent so much time that I'm just going to keep moving along. Alright, we got Thune. God, it's been a while since I went to 2020's because I opened a ton of it. Nick. So it's kind of interesting to see these cards again. It's like, oh yeah, I remember that. A-Rod. Tony La Russa. Manager. And the Taipei 101 Skyscrapers card. I think you could put all these cards together and it's kind of like a puzzle, except like a long puzzle. So however many cards are in this insert set, you can make like a whole skyline. And that's cool. Alright, and then K, rookie card. So I remember getting a lot of Anthony K. Okay. K-Lane. Alright, next. I just love Allen Ginter, folks. And in about a month, the new Allen Ginter should be coming out. Well, yeah, I still got to do a video showing you guys that Connor Bedard upper deck poster that the local card shop gave me the other day. Jung, comedian. He's funny. Alright. Fortunoids, him. Erez, Luis. Alright, and insert Digging Deep, the platinum card, without being chrome. Hello, who's there? Hey Rob, it's Bill Clinton and the boys. Can we come in to wish you a happy 2nd anniversary? Sure, hey, come on in, guys. Alright, hey, everybody. The boys stopped by. Hey, Rob. Hey, it's your buddy Bill Clinton here. Let me stick my hand in here and give you 2 thumbs up, one for each year of Old Style Classics baseball cards and all those girl cards you showed us, like, ooh, boy, like Kate Upton and Dag Nabbit, Rob. You've shown a lot of nice cards. Hey, Bill, Eckstein something or other. This is John F. Kennedy. Hey, Rob, congratulations on 2 years. Rob, it's Bond, James Bond, Sean Connery. Congratulations. You got any nice cards in there? Hey, Rob, it's Gerald Ford. Do you got any football cards to show us? And congratulations on 2 years. Hey, man, this is Jimmy Cotta. Congratulations, Rob. Hey, Rob, it's your good buddy, George W. Oh, boy. Hey, Rob, congratulations. Boy, It's your dad, uh, George Herbert Walker Bush. Let me get in on this. Congratulations to Rob. Congratulations, Rob. Doing old style classics was the prudent thing to do. Prudent thing to do. But I'm getting a little tired of you being hard on the Houston Astros. That's my team. Oh, sorry, George. That's okay. Hey, it's Richard Nixon here. Don't bogart the scene there, Bush. Hey, I was higher than you when you were still a pup. Congratulations, Rob. It's Richard Nixon. And don't make it an enemy. You guys didn't bring Bob Dole, did you? No way, man. He's buzzkill. He's out there driving the bus trying to find a parking spot. Well, Misa Jar Jar Binks, I'm here to say congratulations, Rob. Yoda it is. Congratulations to you, foolish. Bye, Felicia. He did it to me again. This is Darth Vader. Congratulations, Rob. What? Darth Vader, let your master speak first, Darth Sidious. Congratulations, Rob, on 2 years. This is James T. Kirk. Rob, you're always busting on me. I don't talk like that. Alright, hey guys, thanks for stopping in. How you doing? Alright, let's see if we get any of those pretty cards. Alright, it's like Fernando Tatis Jr. So give him a pass today. Let's see who else is missing, guys. Super Grover! Super Grover! Yep, that's what you get on Old Style Classics. Baseball cards, people. The ghosts of the presidents from the past. One's still around today. Oh boy. Star Wars, guys. Carbis. Looking like we're going to be hitting a half an hour, people, probably. Nico Horner, rookie card, so he's had a pretty good year, as have my Cubs. Alright, Phil Necro. Yeah, short print, 344. A bale of hay card. There you go, folks. Allen Ginter for you, bale hay. And I'll say it once again, I've been beating on it for 2 years. Allen Ginter's is not a baseball card set, it's a champion set and things of interest. So if you don't like it, it means you just don't understand what Allen Ginter's represents. Original tobacco cards from the 1800s, which was not just baseball, it was all kinds of things. Like Annie Oakley and Wild Bill Hickok and those kind of guys, and wrestlers and all that kind of stuff. Hater. So don't be a Josh Hader towards Allen Ginter. Awesome cards. Alright, as we move on. Who's not here? I can't remember. Oh no, hey, who let him in? Oh man. Rob. Bob Dole. Bob Dole. Vote for me, Bob Dole. Bob Dole. You're fired. I still can't get him. Not that I'm trying. It's not me, people, I swear. It's really those guys. McKay. Rookie card. Brendan McKay. Alright. El Toro. Oh, sweet. Wow, they had the next card even up till 2020. That's hard to believe. I thought it ended a long time before this. But look at this, sweet. I even collect these things, people. Any of the advertising stuff that comes in Allen Ginter, But look at that, they still had cracked the code even 5 years ago. Look at that, I did get a glossy. I could probably sell it on eBay as a 101. Hey, quick thing out there, just to let you guys know, there's some dude out there, even though he's got like a 99% rating on eBay, he took one of those cards of the timeout from I don't know, a couple years back, Allen Ginter, a year or two ago. They had the timeout cards. And as far as I've looked, I mean, I'm big in Allen Ginter, and I was like, nah, I don't think that's real. So I looked it up on Baseball Cardpedia and some other sites, and it said nothing about any insert sets 101s or anything like that. Because they do 101s and full-size cards, which would be glossy like this, and they're stamped. Because Allen Ginter, usually anything that's short numbered will be hand signed, like 1 of 1 or something like that. But on the full-size ones, they usually stamp them 1 of 1. This guy has taken one of the mini timeout insert cards, they are short prints, and he hand signed it, or it was, I can't say he did it. In my opinion, he probably did it, and I'm not saying their name, so he or somebody put 1-1 with a pin like Allen Ginter would do, and put some kind of scribble as an autograph, and is trying to sell one of these insert cards as a 101 autographed card, which, if that were the fact, Allen Ginter would also say, congratulations, you've received one, autograph, blah 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 on it, and it doesn't. So I think that the person just signed 101 on the back of the card, like if it were a Brooklyn back, and put some kind of scribble in it, because it's supposed to be the midges, the little flies that stopped a game one time, and this guy's trying to sell it for like $6,000, and I reported it to eBay, but they refused to take it down because I guess technically it's a card. So they're like, well, it's a card, it says what it is, and I guess it's not claiming it's a Topps 101 or something like that, people. It's like he took this card here, which is Field Generals of Carlton Fisk here, hand signed 1 of 1 on it, and then just signed John Doe. And hey, look, it's a 1 of 1 John Doe signed Gary Carter Field Generals card, that whoever signed, not Carlton Fisk, obviously, and midges can't sign. Now, Allen Ginter would do something weird like that, but there's no reference to it anywhere, and so I think he's just trying to rip people off. So if I sign John Doe on this and say, hey, look, John Doe accidentally signed Gary Carter, so it's a 101, I want $10,000 for it. Don't fall for it, people. Pudge Rodriguez, Hall of Famer, Ivan. Alright, time to move along, people. Yeah, that's a bunch of crap, in my opinion. But don't fall for it, people. If somebody's asking some ridiculous price for something that you've never heard of, do your research. Don't be a sucker. Reynolds. Brian Reynolds. And if I'm wrong, somebody leave a comment. Tell me that there is such a thing, that all those inserts did have some kind of gag 101 autograph set, but I can't find anything about it. Victor Robles. Appreciate. Luis. Alright, and long ball lore. Dang. Wish I could have got the Andre Dawson one, but your Skrinsky. Carl. Hey, my boy John Lester. Thanks for helping my Cubbies win the World Series 2016. Hey, people. If you watch my videos, you'll see that I did the last set of videos when my New Mexico Lobos football team played Michigan and lost, but they held up pretty good against them until about the fourth quarter, and then that's when Michigan pulled away. But my Lobos did pretty good, and then they beat like Idaho State or something the next week at home. And then we went in on Friday night into UCLA at the Rose Bowl and crushed UCLA 35 to like 10. So congratulations to my Lobos beating Big Ten team. And yeah, horrible loss for UCLA. They're now predicting they may not even win a game this year. Hosmer. So my Lobos are definitely heading in the right direction with their new coach, Eric Hosmer. Ryu. Edmund. Alright, people, over 30 minutes. Typical old school, old style classics baseball cards. The Kid Griffey Jr. Alright. And Cabrera on a debut to remember. So I guess just an insert set that I just forgot about. Alright, last chance for any kind of hit, which I don't think is going to happen. Vogelbach. I dig that. Crack the code card. Those are cool. Something. That's Allen Ginter that most people wouldn't save. But I love all things Allen Ginter, even though I dislike some of the cards, like the Fun in the Sun insert set from a few years ago, but that's okay. Albert Pujols, Cecil Fielder, hey, short print, 317. Another Park Avenue, 432 Park Avenue, one of the skyscraper cards. Reach for the Sky. And the last full-size card is Brantley. So Miguel Brantley. And now we'll get to my favorites, the minis, folks. So, alright, we got Zhang on the mini. So for you people who don't know, there's your modern day baseball card, and these are the original size baseball cards, tobacco minis. And that is not short print. So, next, we have Corey Seager. And there you go, the beautiful Allen Ginter back. An A&G back, as we call them. So that's short print. Nice. Next, we have another short print, a black border, 1 in 10 packs. This guy. Alright, George Herbert Walker Bush. I'm not going to make fun of the Astros, and especially this guy from the Astros, who I think might be back with the Astros. Little, looks like they're off centered on the print in the back on this one. Carlos Correa. Alright, next we did get an insert. So it would be like this. So we got the fin whale. I don't think I have this card, so that's cool. Behemoth Beneath. This is kind of one of those short prints. Probably like 1 in 60 packs or 70 or something like that. So it's kind of a double short print. And that is the Behemoth Beneath. That's cool. The fin whale, if you want to read about them. So it'd be like, so basically what the dude did was wrote 101 with the pen, and hey, you got a whale autograph. I'm FW. You know, fin whale. Pretty cool. The card is, not the cheating trying to rip somebody off. Tom Seaver. Not a short print. The last few years, almost every mini has been a short print and a blaster. Miguel Tejada. There's a short print, number 307. Anything over 301. Again. Wow. So we got two short print Carlos Correas. We got the A&G back. There's his stat back. There's his A&G back. But this one's the black border short print. It's the A&G but short print. So this is 1 in 5 packs. This is 1 in 10 packs. So unfortunately, it's somebody I don't care for. And then we got one of the coolest insert sets that Allen Ginter has done over the years, and especially this year. So this short print mini is a cool set, and this is the Where Monsters Live, the closet. So you can see those eyes there. Every little kid's fear of what's in the closet or under the bed. And this card, if you leave it in the light long enough, much like a loom on a watch, will glow in the dark. So like this green part, like his eyes, and this Where the Monsters Live, if you left it in the light long enough, that should glow in the dark for a little bit. And those are super cool cards, and they look really neat because they're all sinister and kind of black with the green. And hey, and Halloween's coming up, so that's pretty cool. So hey man, there it is. So old style classics baseball cards, another long video for my 2-year anniversary. This guy just does not want to stay away. Alright, there you have it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being there to watch old style classics baseball cards. Just a regular guy who's been collecting cards since a little bit here and there in the early 80s. Really got going in 87. Kind of tailed off, obviously, from the, let's say, around 93 till about 2006, 2005. That's when I really picked up on it again, and been going strong ever since. So, and I love these kind of things. So, thanks for watching. And I got another video coming out later tonight as part of my 2-year anniversary. Going old school with 2 videos in one day. Thanks for watching. Take care. I'm Rob. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. Hey Rob. Hey, woo. Rob, have a good night. You too. And I'm sure the wife would say hi, but she's asleep. Alright, thanks people. Take care.